The first deck that we're going to be using today, I call it Inteleon Chain because I'm not very good at coming up with a name for a bunch of Inteleons. Swarm? Whatever it may be. Anyways, so the point of this deck is I really kind of wanted to just basically see how this Inteleon card is in a competitive setting, like against people, not computers. So, there's two different Inteleons that we're using here. There is the regular old non-rule box stock Inteleon from Rapid Strike, that has the ability Quick Shooting. Once during your turn, you may put 2 damage counters on one of your opponent's Pokemon. And then there's Inteleon V and Inteleon VMAX that say you must discard a water energy to use this, and once during your turn, you may put 2 damage counters on 2 of your opponent's bench Pokemon. So between the two of these, we're gonna kind of get to, for lack of a better term, just sit there and snipe at the enemy's bench and or front lines. This Inteleon can hit the front lines. The other one can only hit the bench. So that may come up, it may not. We're also playing with Alakazam because moving damage counters around when you're already doing damage is fun. And this Alakazam pairs up really, really well with Inteleon VMAX because if you put 2 damage counters on 2 of them, Alakazam can move 2 of those damage counters to the other one. So you get to basically use Inteleon to put 4 damage counters on one Pokemon. So if we're playing against people who have squishy benches or are looking to keep their benches safe or whatever that may be, we're going to decimate that. If we're playing against big, powerful creatures, we're probably going to get decimated. That's kind of what I want to see. I want to see how this feels, how it looks. I don't want to go too much into kind of... I don't want to go too much into kind of what I think is going to happen, because let's just say I am a monster. Alright, let's get started here. What are my... 1 supporter card and 3 supporter cards. Well, you know what? There's some supporters in this deck, so let's get started. YouTube is recording. Hello, YouTube. Oh, wait, I should use my radio voice. Hello, YouTube. This is Sheriff Wiggles, and you are tuned in to Wiggles Radio. I'm not going to give any numbers because they would just be silly and make me giggle. And giggling with my voice like this doesn't work very well. What's up, Lena? What's up, Lena? How's it going? How's it going? So I looked into your issue, Lena. I don't use Android, so I'm not super familiar, but it seems like there might be some Chrome extensions besides the one you were talking about that would let you play the game through the mobile version. I don't know if that helps. Probably not, because, again, I'm not the most helpful, but I tried. So maybe, I don't know, maybe Chrome extension will help. But how's it going, my friend? Hope you're having a wonderful day. I'm glad you're here. I did want to talk about that. Oh no, they're playing with the boost shoes. Okay, opponent is playing Mewtwo Exodia. Okay, notable. So we need to try and win fast, which is going to be difficult. Now the good news is it's very likely they're going to be playing with I don't know the right word for this, but little baby Pokemon on the bench, which we like to see. Okay, now the bad news here is that we don't have... we can't use our VIP passes in Irida first turn, so sad. But we can use Irida to get a Nest Ball, to get the Sobble, that we can Rare Candy that we already have here. Or we can use Irida to get a Sobble, and they're playing with judges. Okay, notable. Notable. I think what we're actually going to do here is we're going to use... Okay, there's the Greninja. It's kind of tough, right? Because if we're using Irida, we can't use Melony. But Melony goes really good with this Inteleon thing, so that's kind of the goal there. Opponent's having a much better start than we are. Never mind, they hate it, and they want to end the game. We are currently 1-0, for those of you keeping track. For those of you keeping track, please don't, because I'm bad at this game. Thank you. Alright. Yeah, easy clap, just as planned. When y'all see hands clapping, like a picture of it, do you hear the sound in your head? And if you hear the sound in your head, do you hear a lot of hands clapping or just the 2? What's up, Beans? Alright, let's try this again. Now, this time we're going to go first, and we're going to get our VIP passes, because there's 3 in the deck. We're going to get one of those off the bat. Well, this hand doesn't count because it doesn't have any of it. So, you know, we're going to get 1 or 2 of our VIP passes. We're going to get it right off the bat. This is the same opponent. Okay, so this is the same person. They're still trying to Mewtwo Exodia us here. See if we can stop it. Now, notable, and I say the word notable because this is not at all notable. Exodia in Yu-Gi-Oh! Is 5 cards, and ours are only 4 cards. So, is that notable? No, it's not, but I'm going to say it anyways. Hashtag notable. Okay, now again, going first, this time we don't have the Inteleon, or I think our opponent knew they were going to be facing us again, and they were like, wait, if I concede now, they'll have a worse starting hand. Do that. Let's do that. Clever opponent, very clever. It's not that clever. Unless they're big brain enough that it is. I don't know. Oh, okay. So yeah, this is kind of what I have seen before when dealing with Mute, or with dealing with Exodia stuff. This is something that people will try to do, is using this Articuno, because this Articuno is one of the few cards that lets you actually discard 2. And draw 1. So most of them it's discard 1 and draw 2, discard 1 and draw 3. For Samurott, there's some that are at parity. This is strangely the only one that's 2 and 1, at least in Standard that I'm aware of. Then I'm clapping hands, or if it's just 1 or 2, I hear small group. The hyper... It's fair. Nice! Nice job, Beans! Getting the rank up before the buzzer sounds. Hey, that counts, right? That counts. And you got your battle pass from it? Hard to argue with that. Okay, an opponent again has the VIP pass that they want. That's what they sound like. Oh my god, it's my VIP pass. It's perfect. And the Rota. Okay, so they are all in on the Mewtwo strat. This might beat us. I don't know if we're going to be able to do it. Now, they have to get kind of lucky and not have them in their prize cards. But, you know. Hoping for luck is a bold strategy. For us, I mean. For the opponents, it seems to work out every time. But ain't that just how it goes? Yeah, exactly. It's the Mewtwo V Union deck. Well, the Mewtwo V. It's a version of the Mewtwo V Union deck. Slugma. Okay. Now, what they're going to be trying to do here is put as many of the Mewtwo cards in their hand as possible, because they want to squawk and seize to get rid of them, right? Like, you can only do this first turn. They only have 1 energy in their deck. I'm assuming they're going to be able to ditch 2. Oh my god, they have all 4 of them. We're going to let them do it, y'all. We're going to let them do it. It's cool. See the full art? Yeah. Alright, nice. Well done, opponent. Well done. Now I'm going to do to you what you did to me. Bye-bye. That was me being a salty Pokemon trainer right there, because they did that to me. What's up, Senka? They got to see the card. They got to see their cool Mewtwo, though. And that's, you know, we're givers, right? What can we say? We haven't played any supporter cards yet, because, I'm bad at this. Let him cook. Senka, that was one of the V-Union cards. There are 5 of them, and that was the Mewtwo one. So those cards state if you can get all 4 of them in the discard pile as an ability, you can pull them to your bench as a 1 card with all of the attacks and everything. They're really powerful. Exactly, yeah, they just got Exodia. And then we took it away from them because they took it away from us last. It's vindictive. I don't know what that word means. I know what that word means, but I want to sound stupid so I can plausibly deny that I know what that word means. Vindictive. Woo! Slugma. Alright, our opponent is going first here. And we have to start with our Alakazam. But we also get to start with our Irida. So, could be worse. Maybe they'll play some stadium and we'll get to get rid of that. Who knows? That's kind of all these are here for. Unfortunately, this deck cannot play Path to the Peak. Most of the decks I have built lately are built around the idea of playing Path to the Peak because I think it's really fun to just brick some people's decks. Like this. This would be really fun to brick, but, you know, not a Path to the Peak deck. So, now the Mareeps and the Flaffies are great for us. What's up, Sil? Thank you for the lurk. Glad to have you here. Now, Mareep and Flaffy are great for what we're doing, because we're going to stomp some kids. We're going to be hitting their bench, right? And they want to keep those on the bench. So we're going to try and keep those off the bench. The downside is they are also probably playing Miraidon EX, which means they're going to get to fill their bench every time. downside is a strong word. That's more fodder for our Inteleon firing squad. Now, the problem with this deck that I can foresee being an issue here, we're not going to be ready to do our thing until turn, like, 2 or 3 at the earliest. And even then, it's going to be, like, do it once or twice. Right? This isn't some, super quick, powerful deck, which may be a problem, because we're neither quick nor powerful. We're just really, really, really annoying. Now, if you can annoy your opponents out of the game, that still works. But I have a strong suspicion this is going to be a little too slow. Okay, there's the second Mareep. The Raichu's whatever. I gave Barca a snack before stream today, and he's just so happy down there just chomping on it. I say chomping because it's actually licking into a food container, and it's much grosser than chomping. They're also playing Greninja, and that makes sense because they're trying to get energies in the bin from Mareep. Okay. Trying to crank one out. Let's see what they can do. Got at least one. Got two. Yikes. Fully powered up on the Raichu. So they're going to retreat here, I assume. Yep. They smell blood in the water, and our blood is definitely in the water here because we don't have a whole lot going on right now. Okay. Well, that doesn't really help us here, so let's Irida for... grab this. That. And we do have the rare candy, so if we cannot die this turn, which, you know, here's hoping. I think our Alakazam is done for, is the problem here. We'll see. Feels pretty done for. Yeah, and we just kind of let this happen. Now, the Lumineon is nice. The Lumineon means, worst case scenario, we could get a... words fail me yet again. Worst case scenario, we can get an Ultra Ball for an Inteleon VMAX. However, and I can't stress this enough, they're an electric deck and we're a water deck. Right? Like, I don't know how many of y'all have played with the sockets on the walls before with the squirt gun. Please don't ever do that, because you're gonna have a bad time. The electricity wins. Yeah, they ditched a judge. I'm assuming that means they have some other supporter in their hand, because if they just ditched a judge without another supporter, again, don't play with the sockets, Tatas. Okay, it was a boss's orders, and they got our Inteleon. Yikes. Alakazam, I choose you. Please go get in the way. Hey, look! Ha! Okay, and that actually putting that water energy in there is fine for us, because that actually helps a little bit. What we're gonna do is we're gonna use Luminous Sign to grab a Melony. Gonna rare candy this other Sobble here, and start pew-pewing as quick as we can. You. Okay, let's put this here. Go ahead and Melony. Your older brothers made you do all the electronics. The Ultra Ball is an excellent draw here. Very, very nice draw. So, pass the turn? Now, they probably don't have another boss's orders. At least if they do have one, they drew it either out of those prize cards or this card for the turn. Or the Greninja. Because that was their last card last turn. Okay, getting heavy. I think our Alakazam is going to die. And he fought very bravely. Was a noble Alakazam. Look at how shiny he is. Look at his spoons. They're so painful. My eyes. I didn't realize you were taller than both of your brothers, Tall Guy. Or Tatos. Sorry. Tall Guy is Tatos' other name. He had the best spoons. Fleet-footed, but to the tune of hot-blooded by a foreigner. Okay. Help me, Rondo. That's not okay. Well, we have a plan. Is it the best plan? No. But it's our plan. We're gonna knock out this Marine. That's our plan. Yeah. Choose your prize card opponent. Now, we're gonna lose immediately following this turn. I guess not if we feed them the Lumineon. The downside, right, is like, again, we don't really have a Pokemon we want to wall up front here. Which is ultimately the issue with this deck. And I think why the Urshifu version of this deck is much better is because it does have the Urshifu as a wall. Now, I guess we just get a Nest Ball and just assume that we're gonna have another turn here? Get another Sobble? This other Irida is another Inteleon, right? So, alright, let's do that there. Going to use Double Gunner. Ping this one. And this one. Gonna use Quick Shooting, and we're gonna take out this Mareep here. Pew pew! Yeah, nailed it. Easy. That doesn't really help us, but you know what? It's a card. We'll take a card here. How much is this? This is 140. It's not quite enough, and the super effective on the backswing will get us. So we're instead going to put this over here. And hope they don't have another boss's orders. One of them didn't get to the 6-foot range, while the other one managed to. Nice, nice. Hey, that's all that matters. They know you're taller. When I was growing up, I thought my cousins were enormous because they were so much taller than my dad, and now I'm taller than all of my cousins. It's like, ha! Got him. Now, would we be doing better if they weren't super effective against us? Yes. Would we be winning? Still probably not. It's hard to say, but at least we got to take out their Mareep. Yeah, they never saw that coming. Got him. Nice. Nice. Okay, so Path to the Peak is actually pretty brutal against us at this point. So is losing that Irida. Although the boss's orders isn't bad. Okay. I'm pretty sure we have lost. I'm pretty sure we lost about 4 turns ago, but we're going to play it out for a second here. Maybe we draw a Rare Candy. Alright, GG, opponent. No Rare Candy for us. Welcome back, Beans. We're discovering that our water deck is weak against electric. Mild shock. But we played some supporter cards, so we get to collect our rewards. Yeah. I know, right? Oh, what's the idea for the next gimmick? I'm curious. Collect all. Wow, we got a visor. Nice. A sweet visor. Credits. Orange and teal rim visor, and another orange and teal rim visor. Nice, nice. And what's in the packs? It is, ooh, another Absol, another Full Art Ninetales. That's nice. A Victini, dang, that was a good pack. That was a good packs. Grammar hard, me stupid. Alright. I wanted to start with this deck for a reason, y'all. I expect this is going to be the worst of the 3 decks we play today. Again, I want to try Inteleon. I want to see what feels powerful about it, because that by trying something is when you can realize, like, later, you know, in a set or two from now, when it's like, hang on, I just really wish I had some way that used a rare candy that could dink the bench for 2 damage every turn. My god. Inteleon. Alright, rip. Well, they don't know what we're up to, so that's exciting. That's like all we got right now. That would be interesting. Okay, they might know what we're up to. Okay, they have a slight idea what we're up to because of the second mulligan. This is a really good hand, though. This is an averagely decent hand. Upon further inspection. Okay. What's with all the Ralts today? We already have the different Terra type EX Mon. What if we get a Terra type tool card that makes the Mon that is equipped that type and gives it a Terra Blast? So I don't know how you could do that without it counting like a tool. Artazon. Okay, Artazon actually works just fine for us because of our Sobbles. So we're going to have a lot of Sobbles on the bench. Opponent's going to be sobbing and in shambles here. Clang. Okay, drawing that energy is a solid draw. Them having Mana Fee does not stop us. Inteleon doesn't do damage. Inteleon puts damage counters now, so your Mana Fee is useless, Yugi. Alright, so we're going to grab 2 that the Artazon cannot grab here. For those 2, then we're going to grab a Sobble. And grab another Sobble. And we pass the turn. So next turn, one of the things we can do, we can use this Ultra Ball. It kind of depends what we draw, right? We really want to draw either a Melony or a Inteleon VMAX. Could allow another tool. I could see that. I could see that. Because then you would have to put that one on first, and then you could put the other tool on. Interesting idea. Interesting idea. Okay, so this is looking like a standard Gardevoir deck. Nothing too spicy being shown by the opponent. That doesn't mean there's nothing too spicy in there. We just don't see it yet. Okay, they workered away their own Artazon. Okay. I guess they were done with it, and we're not allowed to play with it, so it's whatever. Okay. Now, if they don't retreat this, we're gonna knock this one out. Keeping them off of as many Curlias as possible matters, and they should have I guess they couldn't have evolved the other ones because these both came out this turn, but if they don't retreat this, we're gonna instead use this Ultra Ball. Okay, so we're going to draw a Lumineon. Perfect. Okay. Well, in that case, we're going to Ultra Ball the Switch and this Energy. Alright. We're gonna grab this Inteleon VMAX. Put that there. Lumineon here. We also don't need our bench spaces anymore, so meh. We're going to use Luminous Sign to grab us a Melony. One of our Melonies is in our prize cards. Note that. Going to do this. Slap that energy up here. Get to draw 3 cards. Not bad. Not bad. Okay, so let's start slinging some damage around here. Do double Gunner. We're going to put 20 here. And we're going to put 20 here. Okay. We G-Max Spiral. We're going to put this back in our hand. So they thought they were safe. They were wrong. You got some sentient gears. Nice. Nice. Okay. Melony's a good draw because we just put this other water energy in there. So now we can do the double gunner for this last energy without really caring about it. Now, even if there wasn't one in there, we're going to double gunner it away so we could get one. Don't worry about it. Okay. Hopefully they don't evolve this one. It's very likely they will. They're through the majority of their deck at this point. So they probably have at least a Gardevoir, if not a Gardevoir and a Rare Candy. Okay, as anticipated. There's the Gardevoir. And there's the Rare Candy with the other Gardevoir. There. Okay. Okay, so they're gonna be able to power up. Are they? Sure, yeah, I'll get rid of that Lumineon. It had served its purpose. Can we beat a Gardevoir? If they cannot knock this Inteleon out, we can. Provided we draw an energy. Okay, we can. And we have only one in the bin. Okay, so we actually get to be super creative here. They're playing with a lot of stadiums as fodder for Curlias, I get that. How many energies? They've got 5 in the bin, and this is, what, 30 for each one? So they've got an extra 150 plus 30, 180 plus 60. So that's not enough to knock this out. And we are going to get to knock it out in response. And if they can't take all 5 onto it, right? Okay. I'm intrigued here, chat. I know that Solrock Lunatone deck is so good. That's Tatas's favorite deck, Beans. And Tatas, I played against someone who's using it. Is very good at that deck. How? Honestly, I really like that they add decks that aren't busted, right? They're just good decks. Okay. Ow. Ha! I'm not dead yet. Yo, you could have done one more, opponent. Okay, so unfortunately we didn't draw exactly what we were hoping for, but it's not the end of the world. So let's double gunner here. For that, we're going to put these right here. Evolve that. Now we will use this energy retrieval to pick those 2 energies back up. Means if we Melony, we might regret it. Since we're going to be putting so much damage here anyways, we're going to actually pull some of the damage counters off of this Gardevoir. Because this one's just wasted damage counters right now. We're going to put them on this Curlia over here so it is 1 tick away. Which we get to do right now. Ha! Ha! Na 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 na. The battle pass doesn't really help, I'll be honest. It is Psychic Magma Basin, you're not wrong. We'll put that there. G-Max Spiral? We're gonna do the extra damage so we get to put that energy in our hand. They're probably gonna knock this out. Give me 1 second, y'all. I need to check something. Let me know if I lose the game in the meantime. Thanks. Appreciate y'all. There's nobody at the door, dude. Okay. Now, Cresselia is a little concerning. Except this is from each of their Pokemon. Now, they get to put as much on their Pokemon as they want. That's why it's a little concerning. Hey, could you play another Iono, please? I don't really like having these VIP passes. Now, if we rip an Ultra Ball, we could turn one of these Sobbles using the Rare Candy into a Inteleon. But I actually really want a Melony, to be honest, chat. Okay. They played the Iono like I asked, so that was very sweet of them. Thanks, opponent. And there's the Melony we wanted, and the Inteleon. Now, unfortunately, we don't have the Rare Candy anymore, but that could be a lot worse. And there's only one energy in the bin, so we can pull that from the bin and hope we draw another one. Opponent's just gonna let us do a free attack. That's really sweet of them. Okay. Oh. Well, let's do this and see what happens. Okay, that's a good draw, actually. That's a very good draw. Double gunner this. Do we want to... Boons? Probably. How much damage does this do? 190. Let's pull this from there onto the Cresselia. Cresselia is a little more threatening. We're not taking this Gardevoir out unless they pull it to the front. We don't have a boss's orders, and we really want to get that Cresselia out of the way. So, what's up, Mayor of Meme Town? Thank you for the lurk, my friend. Tatas, could you get a shout out for Mayor of Meme Town, please? Again, we're going to put the energy in our hand, not because we need to do the extra damage, but because we don't want to lose that energy if we don't have to. Ooh, teamfight tactics, nice. Okay, so. Rip Inteleon. You fought bravely. Godspeed. Okay. Now, see, if I had been thinking and doing math, which I wasn't going to do, we probably shouldn't have put the damage on Cresselia at all. Because that's a one-shot to an Inteleon, and we could have not died right there. So, notable. Okay, this doesn't really help us right now. Go ahead and use this. I just messed up. I should have taken them off the Cresselia. So that was my mistake. Okay, we're gonna spiral here. Again, this time we just want to do the extra damage anyways. Okay. Now, how bad have I been messing up by not putting the damage on the Greninja? It's got, like, I'm not used to playing this deck, y'all, so this is probably something that hopefully with enough reps we would have known. But it's probably smarter to just put the damage counters on the, Hey, wait. Okay, no, wait. That's fine. That's hurtful, but fine, because this only has, what, 120 HP. So, opponent just lost. Sweet! Thanks, opponent. Yeah, you're welcome. We're gonna double gunner because we can. Now, we don't have to do this, but we're going to anyways, because it's funny. We got to win a game. We got to win actually a kind of a hard-fought game. So this deck actually does pretty good in a long game. That's notable. Now, is that because of the regular Inteleons? No, because we don't have any of those. That was just Inteleon VMAX, which, surprising absolutely nobody, VMAX cards are usually pretty good. But I liked how this deck played there. That actually felt pretty solid. Now, if we had been getting an Inteleon, like a regular one, as well, we could have taken out that Greninja. We could have taken out other stuff much faster. So, yeah, not bad. Not bad, deck. See it again. Let's see it again. Also, for those of y'all just joining, for the next deck, we're going to be playing the new playlist, and I'm really excited. I can't wait for y'all to hear it. I think it's so good. I've been jamming out to it all day. What you got, opponent? What you got? Throw something down. You want to go first or second? Time to duel. Okay, cool. They want to go first. Hopefully we have Irida and a VIP Pass. Okay, hopefully we have a basic Pokemon, an Irida, and a VIP Pass. We'll try that. I appreciate that, Beans. I am feeling much better today. Thank you. Thank you for checking. Okay, so they're just a fire deck. That's not just the Charizard deck. That's a fire deck. Which is excellent news. We kind of want a Rare Candy here, or we kind of want an Ultra Ball here. Ultra Ball would be fine. There's any number of things that would be decent to draw here. Irida's actually one of them, so solid draw there. Solid draw there. Well played. Okay, so let's grab. This is a tough call, y'all. Probably Lumineon. See what, hang on, I know. Okay. Just had to check something. Clock, I'm sorry. We'll go faster next time. Okay, let's get both of those down. Now, we're going to put this one up here. If they knock it out somehow, magically, then we get the Melony. And if they don't, it's whatever. End of my turn. Okay. We really, really, really want to draw a water energy now. Like, really, really, really want to draw one. Maybe, and again, if I knew this deck better, I might know this. Maybe we shouldn't have played this energy at all. Because we knew that we would have known that we can discard that with Inteleon VMAX next turn. And then if we use Melony to draw, we're going to more likely draw one, right? You're not wrong, Beans. You're not wrong. Okay, can we beat an Arcanine? This is going to be a difficult one to do. Not impossible, but difficult. Water energy? That is not a water energy. Okay, and we're not playing a Nest Ball because we're going to Lumineon here. Let's see. I think there's an Energy Search in the deck. I think there is not. Ugh. Alright, well, new plan. Hey, look. A distraction. Look, a Bidoof. Okay. Unfortunate, but what can you do? There are 17 water energies in the deck, so the fact that we've only drawn one when we're through 20, or I guess 14 of our cards is kind of just unlucky, right? They also had an escape rope. Okay, well, I offer you this Sobble in this trying time. Now, do they Raging Claws to just do 30 damage, or do they do Bright Flame to knock it out? Okay, so they're going to take a turn off here. This is still fine for us. You're a monster! A little energy screwed here. That happens. That happens. Don't knock out my Sobble! Alright, chat. Do we believe? I think we believe. We actually don't. We're gonna give him the Lumineon. Again, if we drew a water energy, well, that's fine as well, I suppose. And hey, look! Another Sobble! Alright, so now we do get to start pinging. Now this says put 2 damage counters. Bidoof says prevent all damage done by attacks, so this will actually get through to the Bidoof. Do we care more about the Bidoof or the Charmander? That is a really tough call. I think it's the Bidoof because it's more likely to draw them out of this. But I could be wrong about this. What I should have done, that I may regret not doing, I guess it's not the end of the... Okay, so we kind of need it now, basically. Let's see if we can get it now. We need that water energy or we lose. So, deck, off the top, that is the opposite of a water energy. All right. 10 energy is the sweet spot on that. That's good to know, Beans. That's good to know. And 10 damage away from killing Giant is brutal, Tatas. Oh, he can't escape because of the Old Cemetery. That's right, Old Cemetery does say from hand, so that still works. Nice, nice. Okay. Now, if we draw the water energy, and it can still be now, this is our last turn to draw it. Oh my god, deck. Why do you hate me? We can't win now. Because I can do this to do some damage to Bidoof, but our only way of one-shotting this was if we could leave the Bidoof with some damage counters on it. I mean, let's make him have that fire energy, right? If they don't have the fire energy, we've got a shot here. They have 8 cards in hand and are probably not as unlucky as we are, though, so I would imagine they have it. Although 250 actually doesn't do it. Yeah, 250 doesn't do it. So we get one more turn here. Wow, because they needed that. You can't escape a 6 energy Lunatone. Yeah, that'll do it. That would make a lot of people quit. Okay, and I'm assuming that was a rare candy for the Charizard that they also have. Oh, and it's that Charizard. Alright, we are definitely dead. But we might be able to take this out in the meantime. Maybe. We'll see if we can take the Arcanine out on the way out the door. Just need one water energy. Just one. Just one water energy. Alright, alright. Now, that does make me think there's one thing missing from our deck. We have a lot of ways to get whatever supporter card we want. Ultra Balls, Lumineons, things like that. Ultra Balls or the Lumineon or things like that. But there's no Energy Search in my deck. So I think we want to put one of those in there. Let's see what we're going to cut for that. Oh, we only have 16 energy. Okay, that might be something here. Alright, let's go down a switch here and grab an Energy Search. Do I have any pretty ones? Yeah, I have one pretty one. Alright. Candace would work. I could see Candace working. Because we're a pure water deck. Yeah, that's probably smart. What would you cut for that, Beans? Because Candace isn't guaranteed, right? So it's not like if we'd used Candace at the beginning, we had more than 6 draws to try and get one and we would not have hit it. Let's go first, because we want to evolve things and just hope that we start with a VIP pass. Or some Nest Balls or something. How about neither? How about neither instead? Cool. Cool. Not the end of the world, though. 3 Melonies in the deck. I guess we could go down to 2 Melonies and 1 Candace. Melony's just so good with Inteleon VMAX. It just does everything you want Inteleon VMAX to have. I guess you don't need the extra energies as much. Okay, so this is the Dialga deck. I think we've been losing a lot because we're just playing against people playing stock decks. Okay, so let's do this. We can't play the Irida, actually, so let's just wait on that. Okay. 2 1 Candace. That's probably a good call. You can try that. The Dialga that we know and love so very, very much. Okay. That's a really good draw, actually. Okay, because we get to do this. We do double gunner here. Melony to put that energy back there. Draw some cards. Okay, so... That's no energies in the bin there. I think what we're going to do here, they don't really play any... The only thing is the Crystal Caves, so I'm not worried about this Lost thing. We don't have a good way to do anything, but let's just do that. And grab Alakazam here. Because Alakazam means that they have this next turn to evolve that. Let's do this now, actually. Fine, be fine. Hold on to that. We don't need to, but we're going to do the extra damage just to put that in our hand. Okay. Nest Ball's a good draw. That's a Sobble. We really need them to not have the Rare Candy and Magnezone, or a Magneton. Magneton? Yeah, that's... You know what I mean. We need this to not evolve. Arvin means it's probably going to evolve. Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe we get lucky. Maybe they're more worried about getting their Dialga V-Star out, which would be great for us. Nope. Rare Candy means we're too late. Darn it. Ah, so close. So close. We were even on the play, and we hit it hard and fast. We just were too slow. They just were really lucky there. I mean, only one hit on that is not as lucky as it could be. So that's... Never mind. Okay, so I'm really glad we kept these switches and everything here. Because what we're going to do is we're going to not use this for a boss's orders. We're going to escape rope. Sobble out front. Switch. Light as well. Okay, so we can do 140 damage. So let's be as efficient as possible here and take 1 damage counter off of this and put it right here. 1, I meant 2, whatever. Math is hard. Irida's a really good pull here. What do we want to do? Okay, I think what we want to do here is grab another Inteleon and a Rare Candy. This one's probably not long for this world. That. Okay, let's just hit this as hard as we can here. Okay. Now, if this is exactly a Rare Candy another Magnezone, we are just hosed and out of this game. That's not the end of the world because they don't want to be doing... Zamazenta is not the end of the world because that means that's the end of their turn. So they just let us knock this out for free. That was very, very sweet of our opponent. Yeah, they really shouldn't have done that. I don't like Zamazenta in that deck, and that's one of the reasons why. If you don't have it early, it's just bad. Cool, thanks, opponent. They were gonna win, but they did that on accident. So I think opponent just made a mistake. Okay, let's see. We got time for 1 or 2 more games with this deck. So we'll do 1 game, then we'll do the last game, and then we'll move on to the next deck. Kind of gather my thoughts for how I want to do the wrap-up for this one. It's not bad. Fire deck's a good sign. Come on, Fire deck. Please don't drop an Arcanine super early like last time. One of the things I love about playing with Pokemon cards, y'all, is it feels like playing with Legos. Like, it's just a bunch of pieces, right? How do they fit together? Does it build anything cool? And as you play decks like this one, where you're not sure what... This is not an optimal build, right? We know that. But we're getting to play with these cool Lego pieces to see how they're going to fit into future decks. And I already have some ideas about the Inteleon VMAX. The regular one is a little bit tougher, right? Because this should be in a Rapid Strike deck. But the Rapid Strike deck would rather be playing with the VMAX one instead. So I don't know, maybe with some boost juice it might be better? Probably not though, because it's a stage 2. That's a tough call. The guy bosses over here distant Lunatone. That's funny. Alright, so 2 Charmanders is fine. Going second is less fine, but hey, you know what? If we're gonna have a bunch of Battle VIP passes, though, it's definitely fine. Okay, and just to be efficient here, we're gonna actually grab these other Charmanders so they can't use Tail on Fire. Put this here. This is for retreating. That way we can get a water energy in the bin in case we rip a Melony. Oh, whoops. I was like, what do you got, opponent? Well, I was like, it's still your turn, Wiggles. Whoopsie. Alright. Okay, so they have... And of course, it's that Charizard, not the other one. We can't be that lucky. I missed the old fire deck, y'all. I think this is too fast. I think we're out, because this is a turn 2 Charizard. I don't see us winning this anymore. Maybe if I had kept the boss's orders, that would have been smarter. For just such an occasion, but even then they would have the energy to retreat this because it searches for 3 energy. Hey, look, a distraction. Hey, look. All right. I feel like we've learned everything we're going to learn from this deck right now. So we're going to start the last giveaway here. Or the first giveaway here for the last game of this first deck. Words are hard. Don't trust them. All right, let's beat Dan Pat here. Let's see if we can do this. I like that Charizard coin. That's a nice coin. Okay, it's not nice when I lose the coin flip, though. Then it's a mean coin. Rude. Charizard coming out of the side of the coin, breaking the fourth wall here. Unnecessary. Unnecessary. Okay, cool. We are playing with 10 basics. We've just gotten exceedingly unlucky on that. Okay. Now, since we're going first, we can't use Irida for a VIP pass here, but what we can do is we can use Irida for an Inteleon. Ha! We can just pull the VIP pass naturally. Yeah, we can. Since we have two Sobbles, we're just going to grab two of those. Now, the question is, where are we putting this energy? I think we're putting it here. Because if the opponent doesn't do anything, which they're going to do something, right? It's their first turn. But if they don't do anything, we can use Irida to get the Inteleon VMAX and a switch, and just flip these out real quick and then start attacking really big. And now if they don't do anything else, we're going to be using it to get a Nevermind. They have another one. Okay, they're the new Charizard deck. So many Nest Balls. So many Nest Balls. And the Artisan, okay. Opponent had a really good starting hand, too. And the Pidgey, okay. This is really tough because we don't know which of them to go for, right? Like, we don't know what's in their hand, so we don't know which of these we should be dinging on the bench, what they're less likely to evolve. We're now drawing all the energy we could ever want, so that's something. Okay, so... Well, we're gonna get an escape rope here instead of the switch because I don't really want this thing to be out front here. This just lets them have free card draws. And now if they pull Arceus out front here, which I'm expecting them to do, so they can soak the hit. Okay, they didn't. Okay, that's really, really good for us. Ish. We'll see. We'll see how good this is for us. Okay. This other one, and we're going to hit this Pidgey as well. I'm considering hitting the Mew, but I don't know which of these they're going to evolve. So, yeah. I'm going to say no this time, because there's not really... If they can knock us out here, we are in so much more trouble than we would think. Yeah, they're the tricky gym Charizard. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. I'm sorry you keep making misplays, Tata, so do I. Okay, this probably means they're gonna Rare Candy the Pidgey. Yeah. Which, worst case scenario, means they're also gonna Rare Candy the Charizard. How worst case are we talking, opponent? How worst? Oh, come on, you're kidding, right? Without even needing the Arceus. I mean, Manaphy doesn't stop us, but this does. Charizard stops us. Okay. What's the play here? Okay, so I think we're gonna get an Irida with this. We can get another alternate now because they have the Pidgeot. We can't do anything about this Pidgeot, and so there's no point in trying to mess with their bench because they can just get a switch or an escape rope or whatever they need. Okay, so this is Inteleon and a Rare Candy. It's not nothing. It's certainly something. I just have no idea, chat. I don't know where to put this energy. Guess Lumineon, I guess. I guess we put it there. So we do get to do this, which is something. We get to knock out this Mew off of the bench here. Ah! Got him. Okay. So we're gonna feed him a Sobble here while we plan something. Well, that's not gonna help. Let's do this here. Let's shooting this Charizard up front. In the turn. Kind of taking actions here and seeing where the game takes us. Hey, the game took us to our demise. That deck is... This is definitely the deck to beat now. If y'all have any ideas for really good things against this, that would need to be Grass, Lightning, and or Fighting. I guess it's just Path to the Peak, right? That's why I've been playing so much Path to the Peak lately, is because it bricks this deck in particular. Yeah. That was a good try. It was a good try. Well played, opponent. Alright, let's do the wrap-up on the thoughts here, and then always wrap your thoughts, and we are going to give the giveaway here. This deck was fine. It did what it was supposed to do, it's just what it was supposed to do wasn't good enough. So I think you would kind of need to either decide, are we making an Inteleon VMAX deck, or are we making a regular Inteleon deck? Because those are going to do different things, right? This card wants a lot of energies. This would probably be great with Curium, or of course Urshifu, like you'll want to say, what's up, Matt Tech? Exactly, Beads, exactly. So I think this one would be easier to build around. That's why it's been done before. I think this card is more interesting to me, but it's not better. It's obviously worse, right? This wants to have some big wall in the front that cares about how much of their stuff has damage on it. Maybe like a Jolteon. Actually, Jolteon would be pretty solid with this, because Jolteon could hit everything that's... Okay, we're going to try that. I'm going to write that down. Hang on 1 second after we do the wrap-up here. So, potential in this deck, it's just not here. This was more of testing these cards, and yeah, tested appropriately.